Season 1 was an absolute flop. It had to be the worst content drop we've ever gotten in any Call of Duty. We were promised 3 new multiplayer maps, which are all old maps from different Modern Warfare's. Crash, Vacant, and Shipment. They're all from COD 4. Crash was absolutely horrible. I had such a bad time playing it. There's a new head glitching spot. And then with the mechanics of the game, everything is so much slower. And people mount on everything, making it impossible to go anywhere without somebody just seeing you and mount it and just beaming you down instantly. It's really bad. I don't think any old map is gonna be good on this game because of the way Modern Warfare plays. Bacon didn't come, Shipment didn't come on the first day. Like, why are you dripping content? It's season 1. Everything should have came with season 1. Now one thing should have been left out. I hear that like 2 of the new gunfight maps didn't come out. A lot of the modes didn't come out. The only mode that came out was Reinforced. The new gunfight mode didn't come out. Infected was nowhere to be found. I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking through the filters, through the actual game modes, everything. Only one of the new operations came out. And by the way, no, I don't think anybody really cares about the Spec Ops, okay? Spec Ops right now is absolutely doomed. I hear it's hard and it's bad to play and this and that. Nobody wants to be playing Spec Ops right now. But my problem with this season, it came out with just a few things, even though it promised so much more. Like, for example, right, when I first got into the game, it took me forever to download by on the PS4. I had to copy it. It took me like 3 hours. It might have been my internet, but I don't know what it was. But this has to be the biggest update. It took me the longest to download. But when I got into the game, I was playing Ground War, hoping for the new map, right? When I finally got the new map, there was this thing where we were in queue forever because people kept leaving and it wouldn't start if people kept leaving. And this happened when Farmland first came out too. So I was like, hopefully developers are expecting this and this won't happen again. And it happened again. It happened with Farmland and it happened with Port. Like, why? Why is this happening? It's 32 versus 32. If one person leaves, it should not restart the time for it to start. Like, that is completely dumb. It takes forever to get into a game, and everybody's excited to play the new map, but nobody wants to play the new map if it takes so long to actually get into the game, and that's why so many people leave. Next thing, I already talked about Crash a little bit, but Crash. They took out Shoe House 24/7. The best map we've gotten in this game. I was hoping they would have kept it forever. And if not, then I was hoping Shipment 24/7 would have came. Because Shipment is a small map. I don't think you can fuck up Shipment at all. There's no camping spots. You're forced to run out. Even if you stay in the corner. There's so many places people could come from. You're fried. And you get shot through walls pretty easily. Well, at least in the old Shipments you could. And this fucking shooting through things is kind of wonky. But they took out Shoot House 24/7 and added Crash 24/7. I understand, people might want to play Crash 24/7. It's one of the fan favorites. But you changed Crash. You reimagined it, okay? With the doors, since you added doors to this game, campers camp so much more. They had that as a sound cue, right? And then with the mounted ability, game mechanic, whatever, people love to head glitch everywhere. And then the spawns are pretty bad on this Crash. I don't think I've ever disliked Crash. It was never really one of my favorites, but it wasn't a bad map. It wasn't a map that I said, oh, I'm gonna just back out, hope for a different map. Now I played it. When I see this map, I do not want to play it. This is the new Piccadilly to me. It is horrible. Like, you changed so many things about this map that made it such a good map that it is not even funny. Like, the little fence by the 3-story building, there's nothing to hide from people camping all the way up there. Like, it is absolutely insane. Crash is such a bad map. And I can't believe you only came out with Crash. Where's Vacant? Where's Shipment? Like, what happened? Why are you giving us little piece by piece, maybe weekly? Hopefully not. Let me tell you this, I see it kind of like a Netflix show. When a new Netflix season or whatever show you want to watch comes out, they don't come out with one show every day, right? They come out with every episode on that day because it's a season. That is not what Modern Warfare is doing. They're dripping content, and that is not good for this game. We were expecting everything. Like, seriously, man. Like, Jesus. Another thing, the leveling of the battle pass. I'm like level 80 something, right? I have a ton of time played since the game came out, and I barely just unlocked the Holger 26, which, by the way, it's a really good gun. I'll praise the developers on that. The gun is really good. It feels very solid. I like it. It might even be the new M4. Who knows? Because it seemed like it had really little recoil and it has hella ammo. I really enjoy playing with the weapon, but it's glitched for me. As soon as I unlocked it, never before used it, never picked it up, never any of that. It told me I had something unlocked, and I was like, how? When I never used it, I just unlocked it. I had nothing unlocked, obviously, but it keeps showing me that I have something unlocked. And when I do unlock something, it shows me I have something unlocked, but it doesn't show me where I have it unlocked since I have been using it a little bit. So that's a glitch in the game. Ah, man, there's no new 6v6 maps. Like Crash. Nobody wants this. Like, we wanted new maps. We didn't want old maps from old Modern Warfare. I don't think any map is ever gonna fit in this game. Any old map from an old game, because the way the game plays is so much slower, much more camp heavy. Like, it's just pretty bad. And then why? Tell me why the bundles that you have to pay $10+ are better than the season pass. Like, everything in the bundles looks so well. At least a lot of them look so nice. Like, in the footage you're watching, there's a fucking, I think it's an M1911 that's gold. It's pretty much gold, so there's no need for you to go out and get the M1911 gold. Nope, because they gave it to you gold if you buy it. It looks so nice. One of the best blueprints I've ever seen. And even in the battle pass, there's a couple. There's like maybe 3 blueprints that look pretty good. They look okay, but that's about it. Everything else just looks and you have to buy it for $10. And something I don't understand, right? A lot of people bought the season pass because you're supposed to get your money back, enough to get the season pass for next season, right? And then, from what I hear of, the skill-based matchmaking are for the new players. Yes, right. So you're catering to new players, but new players don't tend to play as much as like old school players, right? So if new players get the season pass, buy it, and barely play, they might play every now and then, like maybe an hour or 2 a day, they're not gonna unlock everything in the season pass. It is absolutely impossible. From what I hear of, it can't be XP based. I'm level 80. That's that's pretty decent, but I barely just unlocked the Holger. So there's no way it has to do with XP. It has to do with time played. And a lot of things that fans wanted didn't come. I know a lot of hardcore players want free for all, and I for one want hardpoint in hardcore. Hardpoint isn't in hardcore. Why is hardpoint not in hardcore? I don't understand. Hardpoint is in core. Free for all is in core. Like, okay, maybe it might be hard, but I doubt it's really that hard to just take away the minimap, the HUD, and lower the health. Really, is that really that hard? That's why I believe season 1 is an absolute flop. It is not. It's really just bad. They should have came out with everything all at once. They should have more communication with the community. Like, especially the hardcore players. A lot of people enjoy playing hardcore. because every gun is viable. It's not just M4, M4, M4. Yes, I hate the M4. It's a good gun. Even after all the nerfs, it's still a really good gun. It still does everything every other gun category could do. It's an SMG, it's a sniper, it could be an LMG with 50 bullets pretty much. It's really good. Barely any recoil, fast fire rate. I get outgunned by it all the time. So I don't know, man. Maybe next time, hopefully next season, probably won't happen. They drop everything all at once. They probably won't, but thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff.